Welcome to the Tigers Men's Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Marikas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Scarry. And first off, congratulations. For the second time, the Tigers are regular season champions of the CAA. And with one victory, you will be outright. You won't tie with anybody, nothing. You'll be the number one team in the regular season.
Well, it's never easy to get any wins in this league, so we'll have to work for those. But I'm happy for the guys. It's not easy to finish at the top of a conference like this over 4 months. So we've got to try to keep getting better. Ultimately you're judged on your performance in the conference tournament, but it's harder to be the best team, a part of the best team for 4 months than it is for 4 days.
Now, tough road trip last week. You went to Elon, who has certainly exceeded expectations there, and then to Campbell. They also have exceeded expectations there. And the Simpkins brothers really put a hurting on your defense on Thursday night as they won a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, we had a hard game in both those places, and we knew they were going to be tough games. We didn't guard great early against Elon. Both the Simpkins brothers were really good, and then we turned the ball over a little bit. We tried to attack before the zone got set up.
And they threw nothing but zone at you.
Yeah, and we knew that. We were prepared for that. We didn't make good decisions in transition. I think I told you that. We scored like 0.7 points of possession in transition, which is brutally bad. But in the half court, we were almost at 1.2, which is outstanding. So maybe we should have played a little slower. But then we took control of the game. We were up with 3 minutes to go, and we've had great success closing out games. We just couldn't do it that night, and those two guys made some very, very good shots. But they're good. They got a good team, and they had beaten Wilmington right before that, and so we knew it was going to be a tough game.
Then on Saturday night, or Saturday afternoon, you headed to Boys Creek in Campbell, a team that was on fire, and you were able to pull off a 9-point victory. It was tighter than that for most of the ball game, but a very good Campbell team that you beat on the road, and like you always say, road victories in the conference are like gold.
Yeah, no, they are, and they had a great environment there, and Kevin McGann's done a phenomenal job, and it was a tough game. We got a little separation in the second half, and then they tied it, and we played well late. Christian May was sensational on both sides of the floor. It was really a complete game. I thought Tark was good.
Tark was very good, yeah.
Our centers, Messiah, Caleb, Abdu did a good job, and then Dylan and Tyler done what they've kind of done all year. But yeah, good win. 7-2 on the road, and this league's not easy to do. So our guys, I think the non-conference schedule really, toughened us up and prepared us for some tough battles in conference.
And 7-0 at home in the conference. You're 14-2 overall. So now this week, the regular season comes to an end. William and Mary will be at TU Arena on Thursday night at 7, and then Hampton at 4 o'clock on Saturday. And it is Autism Awareness Day, which is very near and dear to your heart. We should mention before we continue, congratulations in order. You are now the winningest coach in Towson men's basketball history as you pass Vince Angotti on Saturday with 232 career wins. And I bet you never thought that would happen in year one when you won one ball game.
Well, yeah, we were on track. It would have taken 232 years, right? But we were on track. That means a lot of good players, and we've had really good staff. And, yeah, thanks. You're the one that brought it up to me, so I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that. And my old man will tell me that, and $2 will get me a bet at the racetrack, So we're on to Thursday, and hopefully we can just keep getting better. I was thinking the other day, when December 17th ended, we were not in a good place, and these guys have really done a great job over the last 2.5 months to put the train on the track. So we want to just try to keep getting better.
And kind of odd, you're playing two teams this week you haven't faced all year. William and Mary on Thursday. They, like Elon and Campbell, certainly have exceeded expectations.
As well as Hampton
in his first year, and Hampton also, right? As we get to them, but and William and Mary is dealing with one of their best players being out for the year, and they really haven't missed a beat, although they lost to Wilmington on Monday night.
Well, they're explosive offensively. Play one of the fastest.
And they want to shoot threes, baby.
Yeah, Dorsey is ridiculous, shooting mid-40s from three and unlimited range, and Yeah, Coach Earl's done a great job there. It's a totally different style and system, and we're going to try to use a couple days in practice to prepare for it. But you got to take care of the ball, and you've got to guard the three-point shot.
And then Hampton, as you mentioned, they're 8-8, and they have wins over teams that beat you, UMBC and Duquesne.
Yeah, I mean, they're the hottest team in the league right now. They've won 5 in a row. They're defending, they're rebounding. Ivan Thomas has said they were going to do that, and he's doing it. And they've added some guys. There are no easy games. I mean, I said this going back. It's like I'll be honest. A couple years ago, when we were in the 1 seed, we kind of hedged our bet that week to do some preparation going into the conference tournament for a certain team. And then you're not going to be able to do that this year. You don't know who you're going to play. It's going to go right down to the last week of the season.
Everybody's all clustered together.
Yeah, and that's why the league is back up to whatever it is, 15th, 16th. It's had a good year because teams like that have brought in new coaches and systems, and they've just gotten a lot better quickly.
Now, you've clinched first the number 1 seed. Does that make you coach these next 2 games any differently?
No. I told our guys that, it's a Super Bowl opportunity on Thursday night. We've got a lot of work to do to reach our goals. Now, you're always worried about that with players, but no, not from where I sit. I watched that William Mary game, the way they shoot and press. I've watched 6 of their games already. I'm not sleeping well at all. I can tell you that.
So same 5 will be starting on Thursday night?
I'm not telling you anything like that because William Mary's trying to prepare as well. And I know how greatly watched this show is between you and I, so I don't want to give away any secrets.
We're at the top of the Nielsen ratings.
Is that right?
All because of you.
Is that right? Is that
and
right?
Your 232 victories.
Faces for radio, I like to say, right? Faces for radio right
Got
here
that
on this
right.
set.
That'll do it for this edition of the Tiger Men's Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Marikas, and the winningest coach in Towson men's basketball history, Pat
And the
Sperry.
Hall of Famer. And the Hall of Famer right here.
We'll be back next week with the CAA Tournament edition of the Towson Men's Basketball Report.